everybody. Today's topic is how not to declutter. Now, why would I be talking to you about how not to declutter? Well, because if you know how not to do something, then all you have to do is the opposite, and then you can get it done. Makes a lot of sense, right? So that's today's topic, how not to, why isn't that focusing? How not to declutter. And I got this idea, all these little boxes are popping, there we go. I got this idea because I was reading something. I have like 17 books going on at the same time, typically, maybe not 17, but maybe 7. I was reading something the other day, and in it the guy was talking about a quote from Charlie Munger. And if you have heard of Charlie Munger, he is Warren Buffett's business partner. Okay, and he said that when you're trying to solve a problem, when you're trying to do anything, one strategy you can use is, he says, invert, always invert. And I believe this actually goes back to some kind of Greek thing. But anyways, Charlie Munger says to invert, always invert, which means think about what is how not to do the thing that you want to do, and then you just do the opposite, right? Which makes a lot of sense. And so I thought I would share some thoughts for you on how not to declutter, because if you know what not to do, then you will by default know what to do, and then things can be easier. All right, so I just want to make sure we are good to go. Yes, we have people on the call. Fantastic. So good to see you all here. We had recorded AMAs, we had recorded Thursday calls for the last week or two, and it's so fun to be back here again. So it's so good to have you guys here. So let's see. So here is my first thing on the list. I have a list of things that you can use. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. Before I get into the list, and again, I have this list. I think there's at least 11 or 12 things on this list. If you are not yet in our membership, you want to get on the wait list. Okay, I have a link below this video where you can join the wait list, and because we have something special coming up in a couple weeks, and you want to make sure you're on the wait list. If you're already in the membership, don't worry about it. You guys are good to go. Okay, but we're not sending these announcements out to the full email list, so you need to make sure that you're on the wait list for the membership. And there's a link in the comments and also above or below this video that you can use to sign up for the waitlist. Totally free. Okay, so, but again, how not to declutter your home, because that's what we do around here. We are the Decluttering Club, and we want to help you declutter. So here's how not to declutter. Number 1, keep every scrap of mail that comes into your house forever. In fact, not just the mail, but every scrap of paper. Just keep it all, right? Keep it all. Let it pile up. That would be a great idea, right? Number 2, never say no. When someone wants to give you something, just say yes all the time and let them give you all of their things, whether or not you want them or need them or have room for them, okay? That's a fabulous way to never declutter. Number 3, ask your parents for all the things that they have saved for you. Tell them, yes, Mom and Dad, bring over the stuffed animals. I want all the report cards, and yes, please, to all of the trophies. Okay, that's a great idea, isn't it? Let's just say yes to all of those things. Will it be hilarious? So funny. Okay, number 4, never return anything, even if you're not using it or you don't need it. Just keep it all. Don't ever let it go back to the store. Don't get your money back. Don't give it away. Just keep all of that stuff. That is a fantastic way to not declutter your home. Number 5, tell yourself that tomorrow is a better option. Yeah, we're just going to wait until tomorrow. Today is not the right day. That for sure will make sure that you do not declutter your home. Okay. I think we're on number 6. Buy 500 storage containers in every shape and size. Perfect way to keep the clutter in your home. And let me know which one of these resonates with you all. And by the way, you all know, okay, this is a sarcastic list. So, if you just join me in the middle or something like that, please take it for what it is. This is supposed to be ironic and funny, but also useful, right? Really, also useful. Okay, number 7, blame your partner for all the clutter in your house and ignore your own stuff. Or you could also say, blame your kids. Or you could say, blame the pets. It's all their fault, right? Totally, definitely their fault. Don't ever look at your own stuff, but blame other people. Fabulous way to not declutter. Okay, I think we're at number 9. Go shopping instead. Totally a good way to not declutter. Just go shopping, right? That's what our brains want us to do. They're like, oh, this can wait. Let's go. You probably should go to Target, right? You need that one thing, and then you come back and you've got 100 things, or you spend $100. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I can share this list with you because I've done all of these things on this list. Okay, next thing on the list. Make giant lists of things to do that feel overwhelming. Just make all the lists and then don't ever do anything with them because they're so overwhelming. Okay, definitely a recipe to not declutter your stuff. The next thing on the list, throw everything in one room and shut the door. Guaranteed. Promise. This is how not to declutter. Just put it all in that room and ignore it. Close the door. Okay, and then the last thing on the list, and maybe this is the most important one, if you really want to never declutter your home, guaranteed, is just tell yourself that you have to get it all done in a week or a month. Right? It has to be done. Doesn't matter what else is going on. It doesn't matter that there's a lot of stuff. Right? It just all has to be done in this very short amount of time. Right? And then see how that feels. Okay? So again, this list is meant to be ironic and funny, and when we know what not to do, we can just do the opposite. Right? And it can be so simple. You guys, this decluttering is not complicated. Okay? It's not complicated. Now, that doesn't mean it is easy, right? Simple and easy are two very different things, right? But it really isn't complicated. But what makes it complicated is all of our thoughts and feelings about it, okay? And all the things that our brain volunteers for us, like you should just go shopping. That's what makes it hard, because our brains are going to throw all these things up and it's going to sound good. It's going to sound like it makes sense. And then we are, right back where we started. And so that's what we do here. And that's what my job is to help you notice when your brain is just offering you thoughts that are not true, and when your brain is trying to make things harder than they need to be, and when you're just kind of like going down the wrong path. That is my job, right? And so hopefully this list has given you something to think about. But again, really, one way to tackle anything is to just find out what not to do, and then do the inverse, right? Then do the opposite. And you can take any one of these things and just do and find out what the opposite is. Just ask yourself, what's the opposite? And then go do that, right? And if you need some help, you know where to come, right? You know where to find your help. Our membership is the place where we help people with this day in and day out, because it's not just one day that you need to do this, right? This is a lifestyle change that you're going to want to make if you want to have something that lasts. Lasting progress takes time and takes support, and that's what we have for you in our membership. So hope you'll join the wait list. If you're not already on that in the membership with us, click through, join the wait list, check out this list of things and see. Let me know, which one are you definitely not going to do? I'd like to know which one is your favorite. I think for me is to ask your parents for all your stuff. Although I probably have all the stuff my mom has kept for me. It's probably, we've whittled down quite a bit. 90% is gone, but I probably have already done that one for sure. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you today. Have a lovely afternoon, and I'll see you later. Take care.